Yo, 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 what's going on, my fantastic family and friends? It is yo boy, Mr. Dominique, aka the Scorpio King, baby. And I'm back at you with another episode of Dom's World from right up top. Let's get to chopping it up. I want to talk about something that's kind of funny to me. It's a subject that I've been coming across a lot on my YouTube channel. A lot of times when I'm researching information or when I wake up in the morning and just open up my phone, all this different content is right there for me to just dive through and deep dive into. And something that's there a lot is this whole modern woman movement. And, pardon me, the whole modern woman movement, as well as the MGTOW movement, which stands for men going their own way. Okay? Family, this is a good one for me because I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? I'm an 80s baby, grew up in the 90s, and became an adult in the early 2000s and going forward to where we are now. So this whole modern woman thing is new for someone of my age and from my generation. And it's something that a type of woman that we as men, traditional men, old school men, are not used to. All right. There is no such thing, as far as I know, as a modern man. All right. And then this whole men going their own way thing is a movement. I feel as though it's a counterattack to the modern woman movement. But stick with your boy. Let me get into it. Let me first talk about the modern woman and what that means and what's going on with that first. Okay. The modern woman is any woman who is living in the now, who questions, who asks, who challenges, who stands up for her rights and others. Okay? Let's keep going. I got another definition, or I got more. What is the modern woman like? The modern woman has balance of being able to show a soft and supportive side while at the same time demonstrating strength. She is resilient. She knows what she wants, and she speaks her mind. Okay? Let's keep diving. The title, modern woman, can be used two ways. Number one, she has a job, not just an entry-level job. She has done very well for herself, and she maintains or does not maintain a family. In the 1950s, when the term first came to use, it was also a sexual saying. A modern woman can have as many sexual partners as she wants to. The modern woman pursues affairs and is equal to the man when it comes to sexual partners. Okay? Ladies, which one are you? Are you the modern woman? Are you a traditional woman? And what is your reason for claiming to be a modern woman? Is it number one because you work as hard as a man? You know, you're supportive of the whole women's equality movement. Your job, you're not just an entry-level worker, which means you're not just some man's secretary. You're probably the boss. You are the boss, the supervisor. You have white-collar jobs like a lot of men do. You move up the ladder like a lot of men do. You consider yourself equal in the work world, in the workforce, just like a man, and probably anywhere else. Are you that modern woman? Are you the modern woman because you feel as though you can do what you want with your sexual life as a man normally can do? And you can have as many sexual partners as a man can. Are you a modern woman because of that? Family, I had to pause there because I want to be careful how I word things here because I don't want to be disrespectful. But I got to keep it all the way real. I personally have no problem with this whole modern woman thing. Times change, people change. The only problem I have with a modern woman is it seems as though the modern woman wants a traditional man. And that's a clash, baby. That's a clash. They don't go together. Okay? And if you are going to be a modern woman, be careful who you choose to be with. You can be a modern woman and you can have a great job. You can make more money than a man. But modern woman, be careful laying in bed with Chad and Tyrone. Because Chad and Tyrone don't care about how much money you make. Chad and Tyrone don't care about your level in the workplace. Chad and Tyrone only care about what's in between your legs, and that's it. And then they're going to keep it moving. No matter how much money you make, no matter how good you look, no matter what you drive, no matter what your house look like, Chad and Tyrone is there to hit it and quit it. Period. Okay? So you want to be a modern woman? Be careful who you choose to lay with. Because your money can't buy Chad and Tyrone's love. All right? And if you want to be a modern woman, you better find you a man that fits into that modern woman category. Because a traditional man, it won't work. It won't work, ladies. Modern woman and traditional man will not work. I'm just keeping it all the way real with you, okay? And we're going to dive a little deeper into this subject, trust me. But I want to get both categories in this one video. And then I'm going to do another video about the modern woman and why it works and why it doesn't work in today's society. Let's talk about the MGTOW movement, men going their own way. It's kind of funny to me, but you'll see. This is a anti-feminist, misogynistic, mostly online community advocating for men to separate themselves from women and from a society which they believe has been corrupted by feminism. Interesting, but that's the definition. I got a lot of videos I come across that, guys, I'm assuming guys have put together, and it's called the MGTOW. And when I look it up, what does that mean? That's what I got. What's the purpose for this movement? It rejects the concept that men are privileged over women. The movement is divided into two groups. Those who consider men and women to both be equally harmed by sexism, and those who view society as endorsing the degradation of men and upholding what they term female privilege. So the purpose of this group is that it rejects basically feminism and quite possibly maybe even women's equality. It didn't say that, but it's probably in there too. These are men who believe men should be men and women should be women. And we all have our roles to play. And we all are equally harmed by sexism. We all are stereotypes. Men supposed to do this, women supposed to do that. But yet women break down barriers all the time in the men's world, and men break down barriers a lot in the women's world. I speak from experience being a dance teacher, being a man who works with children. There's way more women in my field than there are men. And there's definitely way more women in my field than there are straight heterosexual men like myself. A lot of times I am dominated by the women. And a lot of times they don't expect me to be as good as I am with kids, or to be as good as I am teaching them. I've even worked in daycare environments. I just love working with kids. And a lot of times those women don't never expect me to be the one that the kids want to come to. And it happens all the time. And I often have to work hard to prove myself in those environments amongst the women, because they automatically feel that I don't know anything and that they know how to do everything. I have to prove myself. So men are affected by sexism just as much, ladies. You may not hear about it or see it a lot, but it happens. And I experience it a lot in my field because as a man, they expect the woman to be better at these type of things. And most of the time, on every job site, I'm better than most of the women. With all due respect. Okay? You know, we have this thing called a feminist. Women's rights and women's equality. We have this thing called a meninist. If I'm saying that right, that's actually a thing. It's men who feel victimized by feminism and they struggle to be a man in this society today. That's a thing. Meninist. Like feminist, meninist. Crazy how the battle of the sexes is at an all-time high. Man versus woman. Crazy, right? They've even brought back simping. When I was in school, growing up in school in the 90s, we used to say, don't be a simp. Don't be a simp. What's a simp? A simp is a silly or foolish person. On social media today, they're telling guys, don't be a simp. Stop simping for women. That's a movement now. They brought that back. We used to say stop being a simp when in the 90s. Things just come back around. It's crazy how they do that. But what I'm noticing more than anything is this man versus woman. Feminist versus meninist. Guys are getting tired of this whole, dominant woman and woman's equality. Guys are fed up with it. And women are fed up with not being looked at as equals. And so we just at war with each other. How does that work? We need each other, right? Like God designed us to be together. We can't live without each other. We need one another, so we need to figure out how to make it work. Okay? That's my advice. Regardless, look, this is funny to me. The videos are hilarious. But women, I will say this. These videos, this social media that you use, this platform that you use to talk about how you are treating men these days and how you don't need them and how you use them, you're burying yourself. You're hurting yourself. And you're giving ammunition to men to use when it's time to use it. And that's why this whole don't be a simp thing has come back out. Ladies, stop putting so much out there on social media. It's not doing y'all any favors, okay? Stop it. And guys, you need the ladies. So this whole men go your own way thing, I don't really know what that means in detail. Go your own way, fine. But you need the women. You need the ladies. So you got to still have to figure out how to make this work. Because I ain't trying to live life with nothing but men around. I ain't here for the sausage party. All right? Keep it real. If you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for all notifications. Like and share these videos. It is your boy, Mr. Dominique, a.k.a. the Scorpio King, saying peace and one love. I'm out.